Hi guys. One of the things about living aboard a boat during the winter is A, keeping warm, and B, keeping busy. In this video we're going to look at a little bit of the keeping warm, improving insulation. So it's Sunday morning. We had a really strong blow last night, but beautiful calm morning, and the yachts are amassing in the lock to go out on the Sunday morning race. This is part of the Necra series. There's another 4 coming in. Tight on the entrance there. Fifth one on his way around. So like 12 in the lock. I think this is going to be a case of first in, last out. It reminds me of when I was karting, waiting in the pre-grid area, ready to go out on track. But this is a little bit quieter, a bit slower. Okay, so our little task today is we're going to take this wall out and put it back. We wanted to put some more insulation in the back, and we've got the insulation there. It's a double foil bubble, so let's see how we go.
Like with everything on a boat, you have to dismantle one area to get into another. Just coming across.
Yeah, I think so. This was a difficult job. We didn't really know what we were doing with it. We've never had this panel off before. Who knows what horrors we might find behind.
At the end of where this insulation is.
So by peering down, see why we've got no insulation.
Yeah, it did have, but it's all fallen though. That's why.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
That white?
Yeah.
Within the colour of this painting?
Of your problems just to save her. I've got my own issues. I need a comb to get through. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
We've gone through plan A, B, C, D, I think up to Z, and we're back to plan A-ish. We found that it is split down there, which perfect sense. So, and it is just pushed in, so I'm going to have to just tease back on this corner, where you can see from there, and then we'll have to pull it out. I've got a power cable that I have to be aware of, and then we can go back to plan A, which is sorting out behind it. Wow, this job is proving taxing.
Well, like we keep saying, any job on the boat, David said, oh, it'll probably take an hour or two.
Make that
Expecting
2 days.
to be finished. It's taken us an hour plus just to get to this stage, and we've still got to work out how we get it off here.
So actually where we've got the panel, plan A panel out-ish. It's at an angle at the moment. We've got a gap here. Of course we've got power cables running down there. Don't really want to disconnect them if I can avoid it. So we've just got to tease this out a bit more so we can then swing it at another angle. But then behind, so the vents to the outside, there's the old insulation which has all fallen off and dropped down. So
Nailed on.
this panel has been out in the past because the
Knocked it all off, knocked it back.
yeah,
Replace this piping.
all the stench piping, the black water piping's been changed because the black water tank was changed many years ago. So we're here now, we've got this off. We'll work out best ways of insulating now.
Right.
It's foil unwrapping time.
Glue. We've got marker pen. I think I go
So the plan now, we like our plans. The plan now, excuse all the shadows, we've got beautiful sunshine today. It's December, 3 days before Christmas. Freezing temperatures last week. Whew, it's a bit warm this now. Is to cover all that back in one piece.
That's the original, and as you can see it's a good ½ inch plus this little, but this side had all been collapsed down. So what we're planning on doing is doing some on here, and then he's on about messing and putting some on the fireplace, I believe.
Yeah.
Down there. Right, so after lots of pondering and working out, we decided on, can you get in with it up there. We've left the old one on this side because that's well and truly fitted, so we've left that on. So that's double skinned. We've done down under the area here on both sides, but we've just left a little bit where there's air gaps are and below, so the boat can still breathe. It's still got its
Air movement, it's got a good flow.
and it can still flow through this bit into the galley. We've not blocked that off, so hopefully we'll still have a dry boat next year.
One thing that I'm not very happy with is the state of the gas line, which is there. That's well and truly corroded. Thing is, we don't use gas anymore, we've taken it out, so that line is actually redundant, but that was buried under the old insulation that had just been dumped on top of it, so it was inaccessible and we couldn't see it. Now all this panel had been taken out by some boat engineers about 10 years ago when they replaced the black water tank and put all this new pipework in, and I can only assume that they just let the insulation drop to the deck and left it, and that was a little bit damp, and I think that's why that line especially there where all the insulation was just gathering, had just been left. Boat engineers, eh? So, wall covering back on, reused. Not quite perfect, it wants changing, but that's another job for later on. We haven't enough to replace, just racking up. Got all the trim back on, got all the plugs to put back in, but not bad. And it's 12 o'clock. 2 hours.
No, nearly 3.
Oh well, not bad for an hour's job on a boat.
Right.
She's all excited.
It's better than Christmas, is this? Sorry, kids. This box has just arrived, and I started trying to get into it, and I got told off because he hadn't got the camera on. But oh. Here.
I'm waiting for the disappointment.
What? Why? I've not seen this. Oh! Okay. Now that has surprised me. It's a new sink for our front head. Stone sink. Now, we didn't know what colour.
Or shape, because it's natural. Covered in polystyrene.
But that's it. Well, that is just so different. So now we can set to and work out what we're going to do in the front head. I'm going to have to put it down because it's heavy. And oh, David was on about taking extra weight out of the boat, let alone putting it in.
I've just had to carry that down from dry land, and it's a bit stormy out there today.
Bit. What's stormy out there?
But it's a natural river pebble, big pebble, river stone that's been cut. So
just so different.